Do burglars really avoid houses with dogs? My cousin thought he'd outsmarted the system when he put up all those beware of dog signs around his property. Truth is, he didn't own any dogs, just wanted to keep thieves away without dealing with pet hair, feeding schedules, or those crazy vet bills. Cousin Mike had this whole elaborate scheme running. He'd tossed chew toys across the lawn, placed food bowls near the entrance, even stuck those electronic fence warning labels on his windows. Every single neighbor was convinced he kept some huge protection dog that just never came outside. A few weeks back, somebody decided to put that theory to the test. This person had been scouting our neighborhood for who knows how long, tracking routines, noting patterns. He'd picked up on something interesting about Mike's place. Zero barking when packages arrived, no growling at strangers, absolutely no animal sounds whatsoever. So at 2 in the morning on a random weeknight, this brilliant individual makes his move. He scales the fence, spots all those warning signs, but something feels wrong. No growling, no paws running, no glowing eyes watching from shadows, just complete silence. Now, he's getting cocky, figuring he's solved this whole fake security puzzle. Starts sneaking toward the rear entrance, probably patting himself on the back for being such a sharp detective. That's when Mike's motion-activated irrigation system explodes into action. But here's where my cousin's brilliance really shines. He connected the entire setup to blast recordings of vicious dog sounds through weatherproof speakers whenever anything moved. We're talking this terrifying blend of shepherds, rotties, and pit bulls that he grabbed from some home security site. The intruder freezes as water shoots at him from every angle, and this horrifying symphony of angry canines starts blasting from speakers strategically placed throughout the property. He's whirling in circles, completely drenched, desperately searching for these invisible attack animals. But Mike's setup isn't some basic spray-and-done deal. These sprinklers are programmed to track movement, so they're following this dude's every move, keeping him soaked while the barking intensifies. The audio bounces off walls, fences, neighboring houses, creating this surround sound effect of a massive dog pack closing in. In his panic, the guy loses his footing on the now slippery pavement and goes sliding across the deck like he's riding the world's worst water slide. He's scrambling to get up, but those sprinklers are relentless. Each movement triggers new adjustments, keeping him dead center in their spray zone. The barking tracks are getting more aggressive. Mike had sequenced different recordings to play progressively, so it literally sounds like the pack is working itself into a frenzy. This poor soul is convinced he's seconds away from being shredded by phantom guard dogs. Lights start flickering on across the neighborhood. Everyone thinks there's some epic dog battle happening in Mike's backyard. Our elderly neighbor actually phoned animal services because she was certain multiple animals were fighting to the death. The intruder finally manages to scramble upright, still getting absolutely hammered by water jets, and makes a desperate dash for the fence. Even as he's climbing, those sprinklers keep tracking him, the barking following his path across the property. He bolts down the road, leaving this soggy trail behind him like some kind of wet escape route marker. The entire incident lasted maybe 3 minutes, but I bet it felt like hours to that guy. Mike captured everything on his security system, laughed until he practically choked. He's got that video permanently saved, plays it for anyone who'll watch. The best moment is catching the guy's expression when he realizes the water won't stop and the barking is coming from everywhere simultaneously. Those dogs that sent this wannabe thief running? Just a $50 motion sensor sprinkler from the hardware store paired with a Bluetooth speaker in a waterproof housing. Total investment for the whole security setup? Maybe $200 compared to the thousands you'd drop on actual guard dogs, training, food, and medical care.